That's what I was saying in a prior interview, and I think people took it the wrong way when they said that I bumped heads with Birdman. London brought me outside on the balcony, like, man, you can't act like that up here. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, man, you gotta speak to Bird. I'm like, man, that guy ain't speak to me. So me and this, we having like this standoff, me and this face to face. Whoa, this your boy Zay. AKA A1, Wills, whatever you know me by, but it's just Zay. Not just Zay, but Zay. But anyway, I'm rocking with Video Wayne, and you know we finna rock the fuck out with me, cuz.
London on the track.
Yeah.
You see, that's your fam.
Yeah.
For people who don't know who that is, tell them who that is.
He's like multi-platinum producer, one of the hottest producers in the game. Young Thug lifestyle, pass me the hookah.
You from Baton Rouge?
No, he's from Memphis, but he grew up in Atlanta.
Are you guys close?
Well, he used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was never a bridge being laid from him as far as walk into the industry, or you know.
I can't say that. On the brisk of him getting on, like he would give me beats. Like I got a bunch of London beats I never paid for. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing in itself, you know. So I can't say he ain't never do nothing for me. But I can't say I've never got a proper introduction to anyone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was saying in a prior interview, and I think people took it the wrong way when they said that I bump heads with Birdman. I ain't gonna say we bump heads. I had just got out of jail, and London had invited me to Miami with them, so I caught a flight. Man, shit crazy, like some movie shit. I catch a flight 2 days fresh out of jail, straight to Miami. When I get off the flight, I get a truck pick me up and take me to like a Tinseltown movie theater. Birdman had the whole theater rented out for him and Rich Gang, just him and about 20 people. They in there watching American Sniper.
Yeah. So
I just went fell in and watched the movie. You did. We left there and went and did some more shit, whatever. But we ended up going to his condo, and he was working out when we got there, so he wasn't there when we first got there for London to introduce me, or, you know, for me to speak or nothing like that. So when he walked in the kitchen from working out, he had spoke to his security and everybody. He spoke to London, he spoke to everybody, and he just walked past me and didn't acknowledge me, you know what I'm saying? So once that happened, I ain't really taking no kind of way neither, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't say nothing either. So about 5 minutes later, London brought me outside on the balcony. Like, man, you can't act like that up here. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, man, you gotta speak to Bird. I'm like, man, that nigga ain't speak to me. I'm like, you know, where I'm from, when you walk in the room, like, you speak to everybody. Like, acknowledge me, I would've. Then I'm looking at him like, nigga, you ain't say nothing either. You ain't say, oh, Bird, this is my cousin who's doing, you know what I'm saying? At some point during the trip, he ended up doing it, but it was just bad timing, like, you know what I'm saying? And then he wanted to get on my ass about, like, basically not kissing ass. That's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's how that shit went. But I'm gonna tell a small story about that trip. We ended up going to Live, and
what's Live?
Club Live on Sundays.
Okay.
I think that was the Sunday we went, and it's the time when Birdman and Weezy ain't really seen eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? And Weezy DJ Stevie J was DJing that night, and I guess Bird had gave him a GTV chain back when they was cool, and he wanted that bitch back. So he telling the niggas that he with, like, man, I want that chain, go get that. So them niggas like bum rushed the DJ booth to take the chain off his neck, you hear me? But Liv got some like top-notch security. Them niggas like UFC fighters, them niggas in black suits with like the earpieces, like the Secret Service and shit, like no cap, they in there like that. So they kind of get the tussling in the DJ in the hall of the DJ booth to get to the DJ booth. They tussling and shit, and they had like a Bird girl was with them, and Thug's sister was with us too, one of Thug's sisters, and they had like an African security guard. That boy come moving shit, like flinging people around trying to get to where the tussle going on there, you know what I'm saying? Right. And one of the people he kind of like pushed to the side, like flung around, was like Thug's sister. And I kind of like called her, you know what I'm saying? Or if I ain't catch her, somebody else called her, or she called herself, I can't really remember, but I ain't like this shit. That shit kind of had turned my light on, you know what I'm saying? So I grabbed the security. And I'm like, Cube on Friday, like, man, this a female. You know what I'm saying? So me and this nigga, we having like this standoff. Me and this nigga face to face. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga like 6'6", about 220, solid, like, you know, and he ain't backing down. I ain't backing down. You know what I'm saying? We just, bitch, come on. I'm like, what up? So he like taking his jacket off. I'm like pulling my pants up. We finna fight, right? They got a white boy security. That boy come, like he with them, but he see what's going on and he see who it is. Like, I ain't saying that he see me, but he see Birdman behind me. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't know the whole time I'm like getting into it with the security. Bird kind of stood behind me puffing on his cigar like, yeah, Lil, like, yeah, handle my lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I see Bird behind me. I really got to go hard now. Like, shit, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna show my ass in this bitch. So I'm like, man, what you want to do, something? So the white boy like, man, no, man, y'all chill out. He like, man, he don't speak English. He talking about the African who I'm getting into it. He like, he don't speak English. He don't know who y'all is. You know who doing. He like, man, I'ma calm him down, bro. Just chill out. You know what I'm saying? So he diffused the situation. You know what I'm saying? And then he the same one went in the little tunnel where they was tussling and he broke that shit up. Kind of like, I guess he comped them about or just, you know, getting shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the shit ended up dying, but I was just tripped out how Birdman was behind me with his cigar just blowing that bitch like, you know. I'm like, all right.
So while you saying that, I'm thinking in my mind, even though y'all might not have no words to say, it was cool. It was cool.
Oh yeah, it was definitely cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have had me around like in the section and all that if it wasn't cool. Yeah. It was just that London had noticed that I didn't speak, and he ain't know if that shit had rubbed dude wrong. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, but I mean, it all ended on a good note.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was going to the studio, all kind of shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. I still was never formally introduced, like, to where I would say he know me or I know him. I just was around. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to react to that situation with the security.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. Like I'm saying, like I kind of told you earlier, like I don't want to get stuck into doing interviews. Like I did the first interview to kind of just give people insight to who I am. And a lot of people who do know me, they know me by A1 or A1 Whistle, and I just needed to kind of get people familiar with who Zay is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did it. And a lot of stuff that I spoke on is real delicate. Like I haven't spoke on it ever because of it being so delicate. But it's like, if I don't come get my flowers, if they don't want to give me my flowers, I gotta come get my own flowers. And anything that I'm telling is not in a negative perspective, trying to down nothing that nobody got going on. I'm just telling my side of the story. Like I was there, you know what I'm saying, and I've been overlooked for a good little minute, and I'm really, really talented. Like I don't want nothing that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want my due diligence. I want what I deserve, you feel me? And if it's just a small platform and a fan base for me to make some money and feed my family, then I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to go back to the streets and do none of the shit that I used to do. That shit dead, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I met with it. So anybody that I spoke on, like, yeah, it's all love. I ain't trying to rub nobody wrong. It's just my truth.